Hey everyone, this video is an announcement, proof of concept, and also a plea for help for a project that I've spent around a year on at this point. I've been learning and modding the GBA version of Tales of Phantasia, as it is one of my favorite games of all time, and I feel like it deserves some love and attention. The problem is, it isn't perfect. The GBA version is slow, ugly, and objectively worse than its other versions. It has three major issues that I would like to correct, those being the battle system, textures, and voice lines. In this video, I'll be going over these issues and ways that I plan to remedy this. At the end, I'll also be going over my plans for future ROM hacks that use this ROM hack as a base. While I love the Tales games, it would be fun to make a brand new experience using the same great game mechanics, and I would love to see that happen. To do this, I've taken steps to disassemble the maps and scripts to better understand how they work and create our own. What you're seeing now is the first screenshot of a tile map that I decompressed, modified, recompressed, then inserted into a different location in ROM. This took me quite a bit of effort, taking at least 6 months just to figure out by itself. What you're now looking at is the first ROM hack I made where I forced Crest to always be riding the unicorn like he is later in the game. It's a bit goofy, but I like it. Now, I'd like to go over the problems with the battle system. The first hit of the grounded forward attack in the PS1 version is about 0.3 to 0.4 seconds long, but if we swap over to the GBA version, you can see that the first hit is about 2/3 of a second long. The second hit in the PS version is about 1.13 seconds long, while the GBA version comes up to about 1.35 seconds long. The total time for the PS1 version is about 1.5 seconds long, while the GBA version is 2 whole agonizing seconds long. This change is consistent with another of his basic attacks as well, when he goes from the ground to an aerial attack. Total time for the second attack for the PS1 version is also about 1.5 seconds long, and the GBA is once again 2 full seconds. In other words, in the time that it takes Crest to attack 2 times on the GBA version, he can attack nearly 3 whole times, minus half a second, on the PlayStation version. My aim is to reduce the timing of most of Crest's attacks to make everything more in line with the PlayStation version. Unfortunately, this may have a side effect of making the game too easy by allowing Crest to bully enemies into a corner, since the enemies will be unchanged, and the game was balanced around Crest being able to attack at the speed that he's currently attacking with. If it does end up happening like that, I'll just figure it out later. Next, for the textures. It's no secret that the PlayStation and SNES versions have better graphics overall. By its own, the GBA's textures look fine, but in comparison to the PlayStation or SNES version, it's basically night and day. At this point, you might be wondering, why not just modify the PlayStation version instead? The short answer is, it's too hard at the moment. Due to Pokemon ROM hacks being so popular, there's way more tools dedicated to modifying a wide breadth of GBA games, while the PlayStation has very few. Oftentimes, these PlayStation modding tools are designed for specific games or are just incompatible with Tales of Phantasia as well. To remedy this, I'll likely try and enlist the help of some modders and artists that are willing to help revamp the textures in this game. On the topic of voice lines, they're pretty terrible in this game. There's even a bug in Martel's voice line when she shows up for the first time.
Do not be.
I'll likely try and port some voice lines from other games as some have in the past. I'm not sure how difficult this will be since the sound engine is non-standard. Typical GBA games use the Sappy sound engine, but they didn't use it here. In time, I think it would be possible to create a challenge hack or a full-on ROM hack with new maps, items, characters, and spells. Having a baseline ROM hack to do this would help increase the playability and ease of access for modders. If I'm able to really get the modding down, I may consider modifying a pre-existing program like Advanced Map or Hexmaniac Advanced to work with Tales of Phantasia GBA as well. If you'd like to assist with anything I mentioned in the video, feel free to let me know. I'll have my Discord in the description, as that's the easiest way to reach me. Special thanks to Fast6191 for helping me in 2017 when I very first started the project, Justin3009 for throwing ideas back and forth, and especially Mgamerz for their Mega Man modding tutorial. It basically taught me how thumb assembly worked and how to extract it from the Game Boy Advance games. There's also countless other people that I need to thank, so I'll put them in the description. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.